Welcome back to the Nihilist Media Podcast. This is 296, and I'm Mark.
I'm Mark.
And 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 I'm Tyler. And this is F-Zero again.
Yeah, we have about 8 Marks in the room right now.
Yeah. Hey, Mark, what are you thinking? Nah, I think you're going to lose Mark. Yeah, I think it's kind of unfair to treat Mark like that. I think Mark's going to actually do Rainbow Row pretty well. Yeah, Mark, I don't know.
Only one of the Marks is talking by himself right now. Yeah, all of us other Marks don't agree with him. We think it's going to take him about 3 times. Yeah, and cruising is illegal in this game. You have to go fast and live by it. What about you, Tyler? How are you feeling about it?
Note to self, never eat a cold taco.
Oh my god. So, last episode we consumed 4 tacos that were like lukewarm. They weren't even like, they didn't taste fresh when we got here. We've only driven like 15 minutes to get the tacos here.
That's
and they were
just
generous. I think the thing is though, with Taco Bell, you have to eat it fresh or it's just going to be like the same. It's going to be, it goes from like really good and then 4 minutes in, it just starts like decreasing down. The stock market on like fresh tacos versus not fresh tacos is crazy. But yeah, so we had luckily soft tacos and they were cold. We had them about 15 minutes after getting them. No, it must have been 15 because we moved the couch too. It was about that. So it took about 15 minutes to get them Takis in us, and they were kind of nasty. So we instead just had one of the, we still have 2, but we had one of them, and it was just disgusting. It was like old. It's been about an hour since we had our tacos, and now I feel even more like a piece of shit.
And Tyler is someone who feels like a piece of shit on a daily basis.
It's true. I do. You're already on lap 2?
Well, I was.
Well, I guess.
You know, all right, you know what you should do?
What? What is that?
Oh my god!
You know
what you should do?
What?
You should at one point, I'm just trying to get to a point so then you know to edit it in at this moment. When we're going fast right now, boom, add in my car running toward the screen.
Okay. And then the orange car. Image of Linkara running. Got it.
I'll send you a green screen.
Oh. We're just cruising USA, dude.
Yeah, it's right.
So, no, you can't just cruise.
I can.
If you don't get first in
No,
at least
don't
3
make up
laps.
rules. You last episode, you were like, "Yeah, we can cruise, and that's how we can beat the game." And I was like, "Okay, well, that's a deal." And now you're like, "No, now that you actually agreed to do it."
I like that you almost went into Randy Newman voice. Speaking of which, we haven't talked about Randy Newman in a few episodes.
We haven't.
No, it can't be true.
Yeah, because the last I remember, yeah, those so full transparency. Sometimes we shoot these episodes on a block, and that when we were doing GoldenEye, I was sick as fuck.
Yep.
And also I was sick as fuck while we did Mortal Kombat 4 and the first 2 episodes of F-Zero.
Yep.
And I had also done a film shoot that lasted 12 hours the night before. So I was fucking gone, and so the only topic that I could really muster was Randy Newman. I was just like, oh, what do I talk about? We're rednecks. And then I just ran with Randy, you know?
Yeah, you kept asking me to edit in the song, and I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't think this is right. You're a little sick right now. You're like, no,
It can't be true. I'll listen to Randy if I want to.
Yeah, this is the Randy Newman and Smash Mouth podcast. I live and die by that.
Yeah, I love me some Randy Newman,
I
dude.
love me
Laughing
some
boy.
Smash
One of my favorite Randy Newman things is when a fan of his committed suicide to one of Randy's songs on loop, and then Randy says, "I kind of take it as a compliment."
Randy Newman's wild.
He is. If anyone hasn't watched the documentary, I am unfortunately Randy Newman. Y'all should watch it. It's very good. Because he's just a dick. He's about this super fan of Randy Newman who loves everything that Randy does and sees him as a god, and then Randy Newman is just a piece of shit to him.
Wild.
My favorite bit is when he's like pouring his heart and soul into a song, and the guy is like about to cry, and it's about like Randy and how his son doesn't talk to him anymore. I feel like I talked about this already.
I think you have.
But then like he doesn't like give a fuck he's like, I was so emotionally, touched by his performance. But Randy seemed very disinterested in my interpretations of the song, and instead of wanting to get laid with the makeup girl, he looks at her, "You like that song?" And you see her like, "No." He's like, "Yeah, me neither."
It's too good, Randy Newman, you dog.
I also love when he's like, "Yeah, I don't really have really hot fans. It's just like if my fans had like it was like an ugly contest in the world. Like my fans would fucking win."
Too good. I like that you're really just cruising this episode.
At least on that one. Fuck that. Fuck Rainbow Road.
Fair. That's fair. I like that they made it Rainbow Road but didn't play the Rainbow Road song.
Yeah, by what, King Tut? Is it like an indie band that does it? I like how I did so bad that poorly the last level. They're like, yeah, put him in 9. Let's give him a head start.
He's like, no, it
can't be true. I'll die if I want to.
Too bad.
What's your favorite Steven Spielberg film?
We've already had this discussion.
No, I didn't say Steven. We did not have the Steven Spielberg talk. What's your favorite Steven Spielberg movie?
We've already had this discussion.
What is it?
I already said E.T. And then I said, but probably it could be Jaws, and you're like, yeah, I love Jaws.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Tim Burton? What's your favorite movie? Ah! Look what you're doing. Look what you did.
Look what you did.
Yeah, you're killing your father. You know that?
Yep. Oh my gosh. My favorite Tim Burton film? I think we had this conversation too. I'm not even kidding you.
I don't recall.
What do you think my favorite Tim Burton film
Your
is?
favorite Tim Burton movie?
Yep.
I don't know. You strike me as a Dumbo guy.
Nope.
Just kidding. I don't know.
Come on.
Are you a Edward Scissorhands?
Yep. That's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
And then it immediately sparked the conversation.
All right, well, then what's
between
mine?
Batman.
What's mine?
Yours is Batman Forever.
No, it's not.
No.
He didn't even make that movie.
I know. Fucking what's it called? Favorite Tim Burton movie. Big Fish, right?
No,
That's not what it is.
that is not my favorite.
Real Big Fish, the band.
No, my favorite is Ed Wood.
Oh yeah. I don't know if we had this conversation on or off air. I'm pretty sure we had it on air.
I don't think we had it on air.
So what's your favorite Batman? Let's talk about that.
That's the Phantasm.
Movie. That's your favorite out of all of them?
Mm-hmm.
I liked Under the Red Hood the most.
Let's see, Master of the Phantasm, Batman Returns, and The Dark Knight and Batman Begins are my favorite Batman movies.
You didn't like Under the Red Hood?
No, here's the thing, I'll get into it. I mean, I prefer to get into it on Batty for Batman, but
this is a teaser.
Yeah, Under the Red Hood is indicative of what I don't like about comic books. Am I reason? I'm cruising, guys. Fuck you.
Cruising USA.
So the thing I don't like about Red Hood, while it's a really well-made movie and really well acted and really well animated, the issue with Under the Red Hood is that it's the issue I have with most comic books is that I hate when characters come back to life. And the whole reason why I hate comic books is that
Ra's al Ghul comes back.
That's why I think the best Batman movies are the ones that take place in the early years of his career.
Fair.
And then once you get, because I feel like there's once you get to an Under the Red Hood moment and you bring Jason Todd back to life, there's literally no reason to read Death in the Family ever.
Grundy was literally a fucking zombie. What are you talking about?
No, but that's this is his character from the get-go. Jason Todd's whole thing is that he's a Robin. He's Batman's biggest failure.
Exactly. He's
motherfucker. Let me finish. All right, I'm gonna let you finish. Batman Master of the Phantasm is the best Batman movie of all time.
Cut it. Before we go on, I think that Batman's biggest failure was having Damian Wayne as a child.
Well, that's
Fuck
but
Damian
we'll get to that in a minute.
That's Gunner Batman. He's got 2 guns.
So with Jason Todd, he represents everything that Batman failed for a long time because Damian Wayne didn't come back until after Jason Todd came back.
Yeah.
So my interpretation is still valid.
Wait, you got 16? Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
So yeah, because that's the thing is the issue with my issue with comic books is that comic books always have this thing where a character will have a big moment and change, and then something will retcon, so they're back to where they were in the beginning. So it's just like we're a never-ending fucking bullshit like cycle of the same story over and over again. It becomes comic booky and bullshit. So with Jason Todd, that was a character trait that had been so prominent for decades.
Yeah.
Where they're like, no, we're not changing it. He died. And then they just said, you know what, fuck it. Well, what if he came back? And it's just like, well, then you're putting Batman back in the same position he was before he died now.
I think it was more just to put Batman in this pickle.
Yeah, but even then, it's not a pickle because Batman isn't gonna kill anybody. So what pickle? That he's had to fight somebody that he cared about? Cool.
It's more of like it was the Robin he failed.
I mean, yeah, but
and that's the thing. He failed the training, and now he has this new Robin, and the old Robin's there too to see that this guy's back and he's helping out. What the fuck just happened?
I don't know, man. I'm cruising.
Cruising USA, baby. No, but yeah, I think it was more of just like this is where they are now. You know, It was like the ghost of Christmas past.
Yeah, but I don't like that. I think the Jason Todd coming back to life, it also kind of like it also makes like the relationship between Batman and Joker less intense because like the Joker will always have that. He'll always have the fact that he like killed a Robin and he paralyzed Batgirl. And it's like this thing that like Batman, every time he looks at him, it keeps pushing that line of like he may kill the man now. But if you keep retconning these things to like, oh no, Jason Todd's still alive, or oh no, Batgirl can walk now, because and not even because of the thing, it's because we feel bad that we paralyzed her, which is just like, no, let things have consequences, like let the world be like build. I don't think that's like an issue. Is that like comic books like they have like this never-ending thing where it's just like they'll just keep retconning until like it's over.
Yeah.
But like it never ends. Like no one ever really ages, and it's just like it's annoying, and it makes all the stories feel like they're inconsequential and like they have no say. And like, dude, like it's like if people can just come back to life, then what's the point of saving people? Like none of these deaths ever mean anything. There's no point, and especially and I think it's gonna end up biting its ass in the film because they haven't really done it yet, other than with Superman, which. In my opinion, Superman's the only character that you should be able to do that with because he's literally fucking Superman. But at the same time, you should only do it once. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know for a fact in like 5 years, Robert Downey Jr. is gonna come back as Iron Man.
No. So I was literally about to bring back that point. We already know it's gonna happen. We're getting the AI Jarvis version of Robert Downey Jr. because they've already built up Jarvis this far, you know, and now Jarvis is his own character. He's Vision, right?
Yeah.
So they've already been working on a new form of Jarvis. They're going to bring in an AI which has observed all of Robert Downey Jr.'s character traits as Tony Stark, and now we're going to have an AI version of Tony Stark.
No, I'm telling you, they're going to bring back Tony Stark.
No, it's the perfect version of Tony Stark because he can't die. He's now not Iron Man. He is the program is the Iron Man, and they can put out as many Tony Starks as they want. Because it was built up through, what was that last one where, the last Spider-Man movie?
Far From Home.
Oh, Far From Home. Where it was built up where it's like, you have to be your own person. But the reason why is because they wanted him to pop off the dick of, like, Tony Stark and be, like, his own Spider-Man. But the reason they made that movie is because Tony Stark's going to come back as an AI version, and he's going to have, like, that connection point where he's like, I can't form a connection with an AI. So it's just going to be like, we're basically just like parallel superheroes.
Yeah, I think that's going to happen, but I think they're literally actually going to bring the physical Tony Stark back to life.
And I guarantee the daughter's going to have something to do with it. I think that she's not going to be a superhero, like, out in the field, but she's going to be one of the people that helps with the AI.
Like an oracle?
Exactly. She's like the behind-the-scenes, the chairperson, remember, for Spider-Man? That kid?
Yeah. I think they're going to actually bring physically Tony Stark back to life. I don't think so. And I think, but I know that they're going to try it in some form or fashion.
Uh-oh. What happened there?
So sorry for that little delay there.
That little hiccup.
Audacity, our recording software, decided to say fuck you.
That's fine.
Like I was saying though, I think that they will bring back the physical Tony Stark though, because it will just be like one of those comic book moments where it's like that thing. Because when the comic book comic books bring back a character, it's for shock value, and that's really all there is. Also because writers are not imaginative enough to create stories within worlds that have consequences, so they want everything to be back at the status quo so they can have their own interpretation on the character, which is valid. But if you're going to create a shared universe thing, it doesn't work. And I think that the movies are going to end up falling to that, because filmmakers are going to be very like irritated that, like, well, I had a good Tony Stark story, so I want Tony Stark, and here's how I'm going to bring him back. And then it's going to be like, cool, so that means Endgame and Infinity War meant nothing. And then I think that the MCU and DCEU is bound to fall into that trap of what comic book fall into, where it's just like there comes a point where you're world building to a point where stories will become inconsequential, or they won't make any sense.
I don't know. I feel that, like, it's going to be this point where we're not ever going to get another Iron Man movie, and if we do, it's going to be a totally different MCU. Like, I think Iron Man is done. It has its first, second, and third one. If we see Tony Stark, it's going to be in a new Avengers film. But I don't think we're going to have, like, another, like, real Avengers film. Because, like I said, Captain America's dead. Iron Man's dead. Sure, they can bring them back, but how the MCU is progressing, we already know that the Winter Soldier and the Falcon or whatever, the Falcon is the new Captain America. And if anything, the next Captain America is going to be Spider-Man. That's how it is.
Yeah. Anyway, I
also
think I think the MCU on a whole doesn't really make a lot of sense to me.
We'll probably see, like, past things, or they'll have to go back in time and maybe see these characters again. But I don't think they're going to be main characters again, since these heroes have already had their big moment. Like, Iron Man saying, "I am Iron Man," after killing Thanos or snapping away Thanos. That was his big moment.
Yeah, all right.
That's how he's going
Tyler,
to live.
I'm gonna stop you right there, because that happened pretty much in a comic. Not the Iron Man one, but Batman had a moment, like a defining moment, and then they killed him off. And it was very emotional. And then they passed on the torch to Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson became the new Batman. And then 6 months, like a year later, but then they announced that, well, Bruce Wayne's still alive. He just got sent back in time. Now the rest of it, he's gonna have to fight to get back.
The difference is that's a comic. If they put out an animated movie where, like, that happens, that's different than an animated movie. But the cinematic universe is what's, like, canon for people. This is the thing that sells people on comic book movies. Yeah, you can just cruise through this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that people would get really, really upset if they brought back Iron Man. I think that a lot of people are just like, we understand this is what happened. If they bring back an AI version of Iron Man and they don't make, like, a new Iron Man movie where he's, like, a side character and he's just there to help, kind of like how War Machine kind of just appears, you know?
Mm-hmm.
How it's like Don Cheadle's like, oh yeah, I'm in this movie. I'm in this one.
Yeah, I don't know. I
think it's going to come down mainly just to the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is the new, like, Captain America, what's it called? Captain America Iron Man complex between those two fighting forces.
Yeah. I also just have an issue with, like, cinematic universe, because I don't, especially with superheroes. Because I think the DC animated universe from, like, the 90s and early 2000s is the one that did the best, like a shared universe.
Yeah.
Because once they introduced the Justice League, they never went back, because they know that realistically that's impossible to ever go back, like theoretically. Because that's, like, my big problem with the MCU is, like, all right, Iron Man 3, where was Cap? Wow, so you have this terrorist threatening the country, and Captain America is not going to be involved, especially when his friend Tony Stark.
What came first, Civil War or
Iron Man 3 came out right after Avengers, so it makes no sense.
Oh, yeah, true.
And then the next one is Cap is fighting Hydra a year after that said situation, and you don't think Tony's going to come and help?
Nope, he's busy, dude. He's working on his suits, dude.
Like, it doesn't make any sense to like the fact that they don't appear in each other's films until Civil War or, like, an Avengers movie, because it's just like,
it would have made more sense if Civil War came out before. No, wait, did Iron Man 3 come out after? Because I thought he didn't need the heart piece during that one.
no, that's when he decides to. That's when he makes that happen.
Because I was thinking, like, it would make sense if Iron Man 3 happened after Civil War, because that's when Captain America went into hiding.
Iron Man 3 happens right after Avengers, because that's him. Because the whole movie's about him having PTSD from the battle.
Yeah.
That's the plot of the film.
I don't know. Yeah, the movies are a little bit off, and they're a little strange, right? But I love them. I like how slow you went there. Just like, slow and steady wins the race. Well, slow and steady wins the game.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait for someone to comment, like... I can't wait for Nick Campbell to comment, you guys didn't actually beat the game!
No, Nick Campbell, I saw that you wrote AO on one of the posts, and I really appreciate that. Did you see that as the comment?
I did.
You wrote, AO. That was the best thing.
I know, I love Nick.
Oh, look at that strong little man in the back.
Yeah, what is this, Gotham City and Joel Schumacher?
Theo Gallivan in the back there.
What's your favorite Kubrick film?
I really like The Shining.
That's a very Tyler White answer.
Yeah.
That's a very white family answer. I feel like your
think
mom
it's just like
loves
how,
that one too.
Yeah, she does. I think it's just like how much the sets pop in that movie. Like, the thing is, I want to say the same for Clockwork Orange, but there are some parts in A Clockwork Orange that are very dull.
Oh no, Clockwork Orange for me is his best movie, because it's also one of his shorter ones.
Yeah, that's fair. I think it's just because I also grew up with The Shining.
Yeah.
Where it has like a nostalgic feel to me. And it was like the first time that I've seen horror in like a different light.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, oh, it's so dope. It's so good.
Clockwork is by far my favorite. I think my other favorite one is like Strangelove.
Yeah, Dr. Strangelove.
I also really like Lolita. I think that one's underrated. And I really like Barry Lyndon. I like all of his movies other than Full Metal Jacket.
Fair. Let's flip this on your head. What's your favorite N64 party game?
Mario Party 2.
Mario Party 2?
Yeah.
I like Mario Party 1 more.
I like Mario Party 2 way more.
Wait, did I tell you that Mario Party is going to be getting a
HD remaster? Yep, I
for
saw.
Switch. I'm going to buy it and we're going to play it. It has all the
I mean, you're going to buy it, I'm not going to play it,
No,
but
you're definitely going to play it.
No, I'm not.
It has
You know my boss, you know my dad.
You're my son, okay? I'm your dad and you're my son. And you're going to play it. You're going to like it too. No, but it's just an HD remake of all Mario Party 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, I don't want to play it.
We're going to play Facelift.
I'm not going to play it.
I'm going to play Facelift.
I'm not playing it.
Topsy-turvy.
If I don't get a headache looking at a game, then I'm not playing it.
Oh, I'll give you a headache. I'll give you something worth.
Yeah, every time I jump, you just punch me in the back of the head.
Do you love that? Like, they just got bored on how to design the cups, and we're like, yeah, we're just gonna make a hand. Who punches a hand?
Yeah. Speaking of hands, I watched. It was like a UFC fight that was wild. It was Nate Diaz versus Leon Edwards.
Yeah.
And fucking Leon Edwards beat the fuck out of Nate Diaz like the first 4 rounds. And then fucking Nate Diaz just like came alive in the last 30 seconds of the fight, and it looked like he was actually gonna knock Leon out. And like he probably would have if the fight lasted 10 more seconds.
Oh, no.
And I'm just like, that poor guy. He almost had him, but I'm glad that Leon won. Leon, I like him a lot.
I haven't watched like a real UFC fight since I worked at the movie theaters.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even UFC, right? That was boxing.
Yeah.
On top of it. Hell yeah. Wait, was that game?
Oh, yeah. I beat the game, guys.
Hell yeah, guys. We beat the game. Except I think you unlocked one more cup.
No.
No, I'm done. No, I think if you get first in every single one, you unlock a new cup. I think that's...
Well, no, that's what happens, and you beat Jack, Queen, and King. You unlock Joker, which we just did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I was reading the cheats and the lines.
Yeah, with this one, it just makes you think. People getting crazy out there.
What's what?
No, making a fucking joke about the fucking terrible first line of fucking Joker. Is it just me, or are people getting crazy out there? I don't know. Maybe if you showed us. Maybe if you showed us the people getting crazy.
You didn't like Joker, the movie?
No.
I know. I listened to 15 minutes of your podcast, and you're like, "This movie is poo poo caca that follows Taxi Driver." So if
that
you
was
guys,
not even our big complaint. Our big complaint is that it's bad on a writing level.
I've only listened to 15 minutes, and 8 of those minutes were complaining about how close it was to Taxi Driver.
Dude, it's a 2.5 hour podcast.
I know. All right, everybody,
all right,
make sure to write in the comments how you want it to be mono.
Cliff notes. All right.
Wait, no. Send them to listen to it. Give them a light touch.
Yeah. So right from the get go, you have the movie opens up with fucking Joker, and he's in broad daylight in a normal looking ass city, and he gets beat up by a bunch of kids, and that's his response to people getting crazy out there, man. With Taxi Driver, when Travis says something like that, he'll see like a 12-year-old prostitute and like fucking drug dealers and all this other shit around him, and he's like in an occupation that makes him look at these things as an objective observer. He's not interacting with the craziness. He's literally watching it. So when he says like people are getting crazy out there, you buy it more. With Joker, it's easy. It's easy fix. You make it at night. You have all the neon lights around and make the streets look grimy as fuck. You have him like instead of like doing it for a furniture store, you have him at like a strip club being like has like a sign that says titties on it, and you have like drug dealers and shit. So you show how grimy and gross everything is, and it makes more sense than when he's like confiding in somebody. It's just like on a writing and filmmaking level, it's bad because like the script contradicts itself, and there's no actual fucking dramatic need that the Joker has. His entire thing is he wants people to be nice to him, but then like he has like the Heath Ledger thing at the end for out of nowhere where he wants everyone to be in chaos, which was never his intention from the beginning. He was just like, I just want people to be nice to me, Dad, and it's just like, dude, the movie's awful. It's awful.
I think the thing is with the movie is it's supposed to be a slow burn up to the train scene. And then it's supposed to go from a 0 to 100 where his insanity starts to ramp.
But it doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't. Dude, I literally watched the movie like 2 weeks ago, and the train scene happens after like 15 minutes into the movie.
Yeah, so it's a slow burn up to that point.
But it's not. It's not a slow burn.
It is, because like he loses his job and everything's like kind of going down. He drops the gun in the children's hospital, and then it's just like everything's going against him, and then it just goes from 0 to 100 really quick.
But even then, it really doesn't. It doesn't go from 0 to 100 until he goes to Arkham and finds out he was adopted.
I don't know. Well, that's when that's like the final straw. Let's play a
that's what I was planning. Yeah, like I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like it, and I just think it's a badly made movie, and I think that like. They're like, I'm trying to think of like another good way to put it. Like, there's just no good character motivations, and like the thing with Travis, the reason why Travis is scary and the Joker isn't scary is that Travis is like a normal dude on the outside, where he could like pick up a woman, and he can blend into society. Where Joker is literally at a bar going, and he's also stalking people from the get go. And it's just like he's not someone who's like terrifying. He's someone who's like, oh, that person would be stopped, or he would get his ass kicked in public. Like he's not someone who like blends in society like Travis does. And it's also like the whole scene with Thomas Wayne in the bathroom is just fucking weird, because you're supposed to try to feel sympathy for him, and you're supposed to look at fucking Thomas Wayne like he's the big rich billionaire who just doesn't understand the poor people. But literally, Joker stops him in a bathroom. And is like, hey, I touched your son. You're my dad. Like, yeah, I'd punch him in the face too. And everyone's like, oh, look how and like the whole movie, the movie's thesis is like, yeah, Thomas Wayne's so out of touch with like the people because he's so rich and evil that he just punches this poor guy in the bathroom, even though he just wants like answers. It's like, dude, the guy touched his son.
Yeah, true.
And 2, he stopped him in the bathroom and started screaming about how he's his son and he's his dad. Like, the dude is crossing boundaries, and it's just like, no, fuck Arthur. Like, there's moments in Taxi Driver, while Travis is a piece of shit a lot of the time, there's moments where I do feel bad for Travis just because he's just so socially inept. And, like, he doesn't mean harm, but he's just so socially inept at times where you actually do feel, like, pity for him. Where with Arthur, I just, like, fuck that guy.
Wait, you died?
Yeah.
You almost had that. Hell yeah, guys.
So no, I don't like the fucking Joker movie. Go listen to the podcast with me and Colin fucking shit all over for 3 hours.
That's fair. Different strokes for different folks, am I right? Wait, are we gonna go to the white for the second one? Yeah. No, Queen Cup. It was in the Queen. White something. White land. Yep. That's what we gotta practice on. Hell yeah. I gotta play the.
I'm getting sweaty now.
You're getting sweat.
That's the thing.
You gotta heat it over the Joker.
That's the thing. Oh my god, dude. It happens to me and Colin so much when we'll talk about something. I remember like me and Colin were planning on doing a video that we're not gonna do, so don't look for it. We were originally gonna do a video. I mean, I might do it eventually, but we were gonna do a thing where we were gonna rewrite the prequels just as like a joke, and it was like a way of just like as a writing exercise as well to see how like what you could do thematically with it.
Fine.
And I remember me and him were started arguing about Star Wars. We both started sweating because it's just like we got so heated over it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, if anybody would want to see that, if you want to see me make some videos about rewriting certain films, this fucking
No, this one's. I like this one, Sand Ocean. I like the one with the jump too in the first one.
If you would like me to do some like stupid YouTube what if videos of like rewriting certain movies and franchises, let me know. I might do them.
Yeah.
I have like a couple like outlined. I have like a prequel one. I have like one of like what if the DC cinematic universe was done right.
Also, something that I would personally love to do, but I don't know if you guys would be interested, is to have maybe like some sort of Dungeons and Dragons style day or podcast or something where we play around a D&D with some friends and have a good old time.
Yeah, maybe you can get Colin on that one, and with a couple of other friends that I have, we can throw them on there.
Yeah.
I won't be on, but you guys can do that.
You wouldn't do like Space Kings?
I mean, I do Space Kings.
That's what I mean. I mean like
as long as I can get my character that I created like 5 years ago with the fucking the mustache, who hangs out with a shark, a buff shark.
Oh yeah. The thing is, you can do whatever you want in those kind of games. Like I'm just talking about like an adventure game where we're building a world and we're having fun with it, because that's usually good podcasting. Speaking of which, listen to it's called Space Kings, right? The podcast.
No, it's called Pretend Friends.
Pretend Friends.
Another great Paul Ritchie podcast with Nick Murphy and Josh Henderson from the Continue Show.
Yeah, if you guys like the Continue boys, definitely check them out.
And I think Kevin is the host. I don't remember Kevin's last name, but he's a good host, a good DM.
Yeah.
But I've listened to the first season is one of the best seasons of a podcast I've ever heard. Second season was not so good. And apparently there's a third season that I never listened to, and I hear it goes back to the Space Kings one. I just think the reason why I didn't like the second season as much is because it was more of a fantasy one.
Yeah.
And you know me with fantasy, I'm just like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not a fantasy guy.
That's where I come into play.
Mm-hmm.
Drifting into your DMs like.
Did you ever watch any of the recuts of The Hobbit?
No, but we talked about that, I think.
Yeah.
Where I definitely want to check it out.
I have 2 cuts on my computer.
Yeah?
I have one 4-hour cut that I never watched, and I have a 3-hour cut.
Wild.
I gotta watch it eventually.
I'm so far ahead of you right now. I'm so
You're not that far ahead of me. You're really right behind me. I was like right behind you the whole time, dude.
Yeah. I don't think you see what I'm trying to do, though. Coming up.
Are you, though?
Oh! Oh! No! Go! No! I was so proud of myself. Oh no! Did you see it?
Yeah,
Oh.
I saw what you're doing.
Whew. You have to admit, I'm getting a little bit better at the first matches. The first ones.
I don't have to admit anything in the court of law.
True. Wait, are we going to do the hand one?
No.
Yeah, dude, Joker Cup.
You know what? Let's see how you do on the Joker Cup.
Absolutely.
We have time.
Not.
We have 30 minutes. So.
All right, I'll do one of the Joker Cups.
Let's just see how far you can get without dying.
All right, let's see.
Without getting a game over. Without beating the whole game.
I like this dude. Look at him. Dr. Clash.
Dude, what a stud.
What a stud muffin. Do you remember when people used to use that, stud muffin?
Not really.
And then they'd say, wow, that guy's a stud muffin. What
Remember,
was slang
remember
back
that
in
weird
the day?
period
When people
of,
thought
like-
sick was a weird word to use.
No. I remember like that weird period of the internet where like all those emo kids would share those weird like comics.
I gave you a cookie, but I ate it.
Yeah.
Yep. I was one of them.
Yeah.
MySpace.
I remember I dated like an emo person, and they had no idea what I was talking about. I was like, "How did you know?" I'm on emo, and I know what that was.
It was because there was second wave emo kid, and then there was first wave scene, and then first wave emo kid, and I was one of the first wave emo kids. I don't know if you remember, but when I was on MySpace, I had like a goth phase, which is like early day emo.
Oh yeah, I remember when you had the Jeff Hardy hair
Yeah, exactly.
and the trip pants.
Yep, and the fingerless gloves, the white slip-on, like not fingerless gloves, but they were like full fingerless, like they were like hand condoms.
Also, if Tyler can get first in this cup, or second or third, I will concede and I will say that he beat F-Zero X and I didn't.
Okay. This one, the one that I just lost. Oh wait, the whole cup.
The whole cup.
Oh no, that's not gonna happen. I thought you meant on this map. I was like, I could do this map.
I know that's not gonna happen. That's why I said it.
That's all right. I'll admit it right now. You beat F-Zero X. I beat absolutely zero of them. You know what? Actually, you know what I'm going to do after this? I'm going to go back to the first one and see if I can beat that one. Because I guarantee I might be able to. The Jack Cup. This one, not so much.
I think with the Jack Cup, you'll leave with one of two things: Jack or shit, and Jack left town.
I don't know what that's from.
Army of Darkness.
Oh. Alright, I'm skidding. I'm in Skid Row. Oh!
What's your favorite of those movies? Evil Dead 2, or Army of Darkness?
Boomstick. Evil Dead 2, right?
Sure.
The one where he goes back in time.
No, that's Army. That's Army. That's Army of Darkness.
I think that's the one that I like. The second one's with the Necronomicon, right?
They're all with the Necronomicon.
But what's the one where it was like solely focused on that?
I don't know. They all blend together except the third one. So 1 and 2 blend together for me. Army of Darkness is the one where I love the ending where they put him in the thing to sleep for a few years, and then he'll wake up in his time, but then he oversleeps.
Have you watched the show?
No,
Ash vs. Evil Dead?
I have not.
I watched like most of season 1 and it was okay.
Yeah. I know that a lot of people like are obsessed with the Evil Dead thing, and they think it's like the peak of horror. But it wasn't. I like the Evil Dead stuff, but I'm not like the biggest guy on it. I prefer Romero's Dead trilogy up to the Raimi Dead trilogy. I think Night of the Living Dead. For me personally, I think Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead is the greatest trilogy of all time.
Yeah.
Like I like it more than the Star Wars trilogy. I like it
Hobbit?
more than the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Yeah, sorry, not the Hobbit. Yeah, more than the Hobbit, I hope.
Yeah. I like it more than the Dark Knight trilogy. I like it more than like any Back to the Future trilogy. Any trilogy you throw at me, I prefer the Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Day of the Dead trilogy. I don't know. I think it's like one of the best written things, especially for being a trilogy that has no recurring characters. And for me to still have like this great emotional investment in every single one of them is very impressive to me.
It's fair.
Yeah, and I also just love like the whole thesis of like that the human race is slowly turning into will slowly turn into the monsters that we're fearing, and that the monsters themselves will become more human than we will. Because that's pretty much the entire thesis of Dawn and Day. And I like that nihilistic, cynical view on the human race.
Welcome to the Nihilist Media Podcast.
Yeah, I mean, it
where
makes sense.
I talk about nihilism.
I don't really talk
dumb
about
idiot.
I don't really talk about nihilism.
All I know is I'm a big dumb idiot, and I just like to see things happen. I'm more of a show don't tell kind of guy. So if I can see like a dog doing a handstand and then immediately dunking a ball.
Yeah. Oh my god, I actually have a really good Night of the Living Dead story with us.
Wait, Did you just throw down the fucking... What's that one? Air Bud? You don't love Air Bud?
I've never fully watched Air Bud.
You've never watched Air Bud? I watched... So, one summer I decided to watch Air Bud and most of the Puppies movies, and they're all awful. And then I was like, how bad can we go? And I watched all of the Beverly Hills Chihuahuas ones with the spin-offs, and they're even worse. Oh my gosh, dude. Have you ever watched Beverly Hills Chihuahuas or
I
any
have
of those?
not.
Dude, you need to watch them. So, back in the day, there was a thing you could order from, like, they would send you something in the mail, and it's like, oh, you get 3 Disney movies for a really low price. And, like, there would be, like, 2 good movies, and then, like, the rest were really shitty. So it's like, yeah, you buy the 2 good movies, and then you get a shitty one free. And one of the ones I got was Beverly Hills Chihuahua 2, and I watched it, and I died. It was so bad. But I recommend it. You got boost power.
So I remember there was one night where we were hanging out.
I'm flying, dude.
So we were hanging out one night, and me and you decided to watch Night of the Living Dead for some reason, which we loved. And then I told you about an alternate version of the movie that was made 30 years later. Do you remember this at all?
It's ringing as a bell, but
Alright,
I can't remember what the version
So,
was.
alright, for people who don't know, Night of the Living Dead is a 1968, black and white, beautiful, independent horror movie that changed movies forever. Phenomenal film. If you haven't watched it, go watch it, because it's free online, because it's public domain. So, George Romero made sequels to it, and there was a co-writer, John Russo, who was not involved in those sequels, so he exploited the fuck out of Night of the Living Dead any way he could, because he obviously is a public domain, so he ain't making no money off that shit.
Yeah.
And on the 30th anniversary of the film, he was like, you know what? I didn't get enough credit. I'm gonna direct and write some new scenes for the movie, so I can show how I was the real genius behind Night of the Living Dead, and George Romero was just a hack. And he proceeded to write and direct some of the worst filmmaking I've ever seen in my life. I remember there was that priest. There was like a priest character.
Yeah.
He's like, I saw the devil. I saw the devil, and I grabbed his hands, and I said, "The Lord shall save you, my son." And they added like this weird like synth music to like this 1960s movie. And it's like, it was so fucking bad. They add like a backstory about the first zombie that you see in the movie, and I mean the graveyard zombie. They add this like whole thing that he was like a pedophile or something, and then he bites these 2 guys. But obviously it was shot 30 years later, so he looked old as shit.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to him being like in his like 30s and the 60s, and it's just like, this looks like shit.
Oh my gosh. It's hilarious.
Oh, I love it. I love everything. If you have, so if you haven't seen Night of the Living Dead, the 30th anniversary, don't watch it if it's your first time seeing Night of the Living Dead, but watch it if you're already a fan of the original, because it's hilariously awful. Just like that was the same night we watched Return of the Living Dead together, and that was fucking hilarious.
You know what movie I missed that we watched together? Hercules in New York and Goldberg P.I.
Goldberg P.I.
That I still can't find that movie online.
Really? I'm gonna look it up.
No, it exists, but finding a copy of it.
I'll find it.
If you find it, I looked for it a few months ago on Amazon, and there were 0 copies.
If I can find Goldberg P.I., would you want to do a live
That would be
thing?
really fun. It would be fun to get multiple people from the Nihilist Media podcast if they're interested in it.
I can assure you, Colin would not
No, we have to.
would not involve himself in the podcast.
It would be fun to get Jonathan in there, though. Jonathan would.
Jonathan was there when we first saw Goldberg P.I.
Yeah. Did you ever see the cover art for Hercules in New York?
I have.
It just has Pesci in the back. Or no, what was his name? Pretzi. It has him like faded in the back, like in the clouds. It looks like he died.
So yeah, I can't find any copies of the film.
I'm telling you. It's like when I don't know if you remember watching the straight to TV movie of Animal Farm, but I love that movie so much.
I found the film.
What? Of
Goldberg PI.
how much? It's like $400.
No, I found it to watch online.
Oh, no, but I'm talking about a sealed copy of Goldberg. Like, it has to be a sealed copy. It's something you would find at, like, Bull Moose. Speaking of which, I think we might have talked about it last time, but everyone got their job back.
Mm-hmm.
And they got promotions.
And they got higher pay.
Yeah.
$15, I think?
No, that's starting next year.
Oh, okay.
But it's going to be company-wide, so everybody in the company will be getting that, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm all about. People making more money makes me a happier person.
So yeah, now you legally can go back to, you can morally go back to Bull Moose.
No, legally.
Yeah.
It was illegal.
Yeah, Tyler was sitting outside of Bull Moose with a shotgun being like, right back the way you came!
Yeah, get off my turf.
There's so little information about Goldberg PI.
Dude, I'm telling
Online.
you, I don't think it exists. I think we made it up. We wrote the wiki.
I mean, I'm watching the trailer.
It doesn't exist. We made that. Literally, how did we find that movie? It was on Xfinity.
I think Nikki found it.
Probably.
I think we were on the on demand back when you would do that, and we were
Tap it. Yes.
we were looking for something stupid to watch, and we were like, what the fuck is Goldberg PI? And me being dumb, I was like, oh, it's probably a wrestling thing. Let's watch it. Because I was thinking of fucking Goldberg. And then this fucking stocky Jewish man, played by Jackie Mason, playing Jackie Goldberg, shows up, and he's like, oy vey, I'm a detective.
Dude, so Goldberg PI, how many is in this one? 4 or 5 cups?
6.
On the first one?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to get first place in all of them. That's my goal. But, have you ever heard what a, what's it called? It's a something berg. It's like a shitberg or something like
Fitchburg?
Yeah. No, Dirty Berg. Type in Dirty Berg right now. You have to look up what that looks like. It's basically what they pull out of like sewers. And it's just like all the clumped together things. So baby wipes, you know how some of them you can't flush, but people use?
Yeah.
So they get combined together and they make this thing called like a I think it's called a Dirty Berg or something. It's really gross. Or Baby Berg or something.
Yeah, a Burger Meister Burger.
Yeah. No, but it's the grossest thing you'll ever see. It's like it's like a statue of fecal matter. It's disgusting, but you guys should look it up. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I just think it's neat.
I just think they're neat. Who said that? Marge Simpson?
Mm-hmm.
Marge Simpson.
Oh, homie, let me see that. Let me see that yellow cock, homie. Let me see that power plant, homie.
I love that one when she's like,
Did anybody go see the new Woodsy Allen movie? Woodsy Allen?
yeah. Hey, get that girl that does like the fucking the horns or mouth.
Yeah. We gotta get a glass so we can do it. I don't think I'll get first on this one, but I'm gonna goddamn try. Alright, I gotta start slamming. 3, 2, 1. Slam.
You ever think about the fact that at one point you'll get to an age where you'll forget all these experiences?
Nope. Because I'm going to die before that. Down and down. Oh, I got 10th on that one. Well, my plans are getting first on everything.
Well, you are a failure even on the jack.
Yeah. Let's see. Where am I?
You're number 1.
Do you remember that? The weird number 1 meme? Isn't it crazy
Oh
that guy
my
died?
god.
Isn't that crazy? That one was so good.
It was.
Isn't it crazy that you've already forgotten that?
It's not, but I do think about his face every night in my dreams.
You know what I like doing? Listening to old 90s music.
Yeah, I know. No, we're not bringing them up this time.
Speaking of which, Smash Ball.
No.
Also known as a buster.
I'm gonna put this on, so Tyler has to add this into the you have to add this into the episode.
Alright, let's hear it.
Okay. You good?
Yep, I'm ready. No. Is this the Spanish one? Oh no. Listen closely. Here's a little lesson in history. This is going down in history. If you want to be a... I don't even know, dude. Superheroes on the run. This is what they play in Batman. This is what Joker sings.
Why does he look like Bruce Campbell?
Follow my leads and stick
He just
around.
looks like Bruce Campbell.
Careful not to make a sound. I'm gonna put your face over his face.
Do it.
Alright. It's done.
I like how you're progressively giving yourself more duties editing
I
wise.
know! I don't know why I'm doing it. I'm like, I don't have the time, but I'll do it.
Yeah,
He's on fire!
You have the time.
I'm gonna have to make it now. Oh, oh, oh. Oh! Did you like that?
Do you have any basketball games?
No. I think we had this conversation.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
That
So I
brings
was
me
like,
to
I
another
think I have
topic.
hoops, and
Tyler,
then
do you
you're
have another basketball? Do you have any basketball games?
No, I need to buy one. I need to buy a soccer game, too.
You also gotta get some hockey.
Hockey. Dude, I miss hockey games. I totally forgot about hockey.
Hockey games, dude.
Dude, hockey games?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Did he just steal it in the end?
Yeah.
God damn it.
You know what? I'll always be number 2, baby. Does it say try again at the end?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'll take a number 2. That's pretty good. Well, you think we should close this one out early?
Nope, we're gonna have one more one-on-one action,
One more
baby.
one-on-one? All right.
That way for the credits.
Let's do one more one-on-one.
Mm-hmm. We're desperately trying to get to an hour here, everybody.
No, I mean, we've been giving them a lot of time. Maybe this one, maybe they're in a rush. Maybe they only have less than an hour.
Well, you know, if you're in a rush, stop being in a rush. Slow down.
Yeah. Get your life together.
Yeah.
Watch this video at 0.75 speed, just so you can fill out that hour nice and easy.
Mm-hmm.
I love that cart. Look at it. It got eyes on it. It's got eyes. It's got ears.
It's good
Wait, now that I'm thinking about it, isn't that the two thing? Isn't that the same symbol that they used in Contra for the flying things?
I don't know.
Do you remember in the
I don't remember
NES
Contra.
Someone let me know in the comments if you're listening this far, if that's the symbol that they used in Contra whenever you wanted to get an upgrade. Very funny memes. Very cool jokes, guys.
Yeah. Very cool jokes.
Very cool, guys. Thank you.
Yeah. Super
Thanks for
cool,
playing.
Kanye.
Yeah, very nice Kanye. Do you remember Kanye Quest?
No.
So, I don't know if I've probably talked about this, but basically there was this game that came out called Kanye Quest. And people were like, oh, this game's awesome. And, well, not that it... Oh, I'm getting a call. I don't even know where my phone is. Oh, fuck it. Oh, it's over here. It's Tiffany. Hey, what's up, Tiffany? You're on the podcast. Hey, what's up?
Oh, I was just returning your call because I just noticed that you called.
I called?
It said that you called.
Oh, you know when I called? Do you remember when we were driving to the place for my AC?
Oh, I just got it now.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's when I called you.
Oh, okay.
Do you want
I
to...
guess
Wait. You're on speaker. Do you want to say anything to the podcast?
I don't know what to say.
Just say anything.
Hello?
All right. All right, I'll talk to you later. Wait, are you going to play Mario Party with us at some point?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Well, that was Tiffany.
That was
I wanted her
Tiffany.
to say something fucked up. I was really hoping. I hope she would have been like...
She's just like, you know what? Some genocide is okay.
She probably would, and then she would laugh about it. That's the
Yeah.
best part. It's a very innocent demeanor until you get a couple
Yeah.
drinks in her, and then she'll just be like, man, fuck him.
Yeah, she's like, you know what? I was joking with that before, but now I'm like,
Wait, who died first? Fuck! All right, one more. That was so good because they both went, no, at the same time. All right, yeah, king shit. Right there, White Land 2. Fuck it.
fuck it.
Fuck it. Let's go for it. There we go. Yeah, but, yeah, she's fucking wild.
Yeah.
I hope that she tells some of her wild stories. That's something that I'll probably do. I'll probably have her have a drink before we go on to loosen her up on the podcast. Again? One more.
It's the Hori pad.
Dude, it's too good. I'm telling you. I was racing into the next level already.
Yeah.
That's how fast I moved. You know? Silence too. Oh, this is the shitty one. Okay. Well, slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah, we just both go like 2 miles per hour.
I'm just tapping A. Why are you grinding it out? Oh no. It's a mystical road. I feel like you're gonna die before me. Slow and steady wins the race, Mr. Hare. How do you feel about that? All right, one more.
Yeah. And we have three more minutes, my guy.
Yeah, we can probably fit in about 9 more games.
Yeah.
If we keep fucking dying. Whoever beats this one beats everything. So you have to get 3.
Oh, shut the fuck
consecutive
up.
laps. This is all the eggs in the basket.
Put the eggs in the basket. Who are you more scared of? Were you scared more of Buffalo Bill, or were you scared more of Hannibal?
Ted Bundy.
Okay. I was more scared of Jodie Foster. She's from the South.
More scared of the dog that fell in the pit that broke its little paw.
Oh my god, yeah.
That was the scariest part to me.
Precious.
Yeah.
Remember that movie, Precious?
What happened to her?
I don't know. I think she was in. Was she in one of the Pitch Perfect movies?
Yeah, but I haven't heard about her in a million years. It's been exactly 1 million years since I've heard. I like that we're going so slow.
I'm not.
Alright, fine, then I'm going fast too, bitch. Alright, I'm going around the bend. Right behind you. Coming up.
No, you're not.
Oh my gosh, I almost fell off the loopy one. Yeah, post-final flap. Oh yeah.
Oh, final fap.
Me. Post-clarity fap. Did they ever make an NBA Jam for
That makes you think of NBA Jam.
Yeah, because he goes, he's on fire. I was like, I'm not gonna win this. I'll just kill myself.
I'm not gonna win. I'll just kill myself.
All right, one more. Let's close it out on a nice, easy cut.
Mute City.
Mute City. That sounds good to me. This is for all the beans in the basket.
You keep saying it until I win.
Oh man. No, this is gonna be a good one. Bow, bow. All right, so let's go. Oh, someone got a little speed boost, didn't they? I think his name was Morcus.
Yeah, Mork and Mindy.
Morcus and Mindai.
Can you change your name to Mindy so we can just call this podcast the Mark and Mindy Show?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I'll go through the contracts now. Have you ever met a male named Mindy? Well, you're about to. It's me.
It's Mindy. It's me, D.
I want to be the and. We need one more co-host.
I'll change my name to Mork.
Morcus? Mork is short for Morcus?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I thought for the longest time your name was Marcus.
It's not.
I know. But I thought it.
Marcus is for Marks and C's.
Off. Well, there you guys have it. I guess I win it all. Well, thank you guys so much for coming. Make sure to like, comment. Yeah.
And for all you people out there, this for the record, I have now beaten pretty much every N64 game outside of Mortal Kombat.
Yep, so far. Thus far. And it's probably going to stay that way. I can see him beating about 75% of the total library and me about 25%. But the 25% that I beat, you guys will see, and it will be a fun time because Mark will be talking more. Mm-hmm. Thank you guys, though, so much for joining us. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to like and comment below if you want to give us information or what you guys want to see next. It will probably be behind by about like 6 months. But
also, we have a new giveaway.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So we're going to have a giveaway where we're going to give you our entire N64 collection. We're going to pick a special viewer. Just put your social security number, your credit card number, and your CV number, and your full name and address, and we will send you it right away.
Yeah, perfect. No, but I think really, though, if we can get, like, let's say 500 subscribers, we'll probably do something spicy.
Well, if we get 500 subscribers, we will
sign a copy of Blues Brothers 2000 and send it to you.
If we get...
Hold that against us.
Yeah. We'll put up a little thing. Once we get 500 subscribers, we'll make a little contest. We'll send someone a signed copy of Blues Brothers 2000. If we get 1 million subscribers, me and Tyler White will personally fly to your house and do your chores for one day.
One full day.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm down with that.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys got to pay for it, so cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Love you.
See you next time.
Subscribe. Bye.
And make sure it sound right, boys.